Howdy, everybody. Guess you need to see the game, huh? There we are. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Happy Tuesday. Today, on the agenda, usually I would be working on Grammatomancy right now, as it says on the schedule. But I was not able to get a playtester for yesterday, so I played my other game, which is this one, instead. And that's what we'll be doing more of today. I wanted to playtest some more of my demo here, which I would like to remind the chat that it is live on the Tabletop Simulator Workshop, and you can play it yourself if you want. I'll post that link for anybody interested. But yeah, yesterday I played some of this demo. I played with the two starter decks that I set up for the demo. And then at the end, I decided to put together a new deck, which is the one that's set up right here, and play a match with that, or play a round, rather, with that. So that's where we're going to start today. I'd also like to experiment with, because I was wondering the other day if I was able to beat the game in 2 rounds. I was wondering if it was possible to beat the game in 1 round, a 1-turn kill, if you will. So after I play some matches with this deck, I think I'll go ahead and try that. Also, I have my apple today. I got my water. Stay hydrated, everybody. This is a Honey Crisp. All right, so we'll just get right into it. I won't waste much time explaining the rules. You should be able to sort of pick up how it works as you go. And also, there's a link to the rules on the workshop page. So if you're curious, you can go ahead and read this rule book there. So, let me get started. Blow that up. So I'm just gonna refamiliarize myself with everything on the board. You go across this targeted artist across above their top strategy. Wait a second. Oh, right, okay. So if anything attacks Waymlin, defensive is going to prioritize attacking them. Right. Sam. At the end of the flip phase, deal 1 damage to an ego or artist adjacent to or across from target. That's pretty simple. So he gets an extra attack. Matt Cross, as long as your artist's targets are adjacent to or across from each other, this artist has +1 attack. That should be pretty easy. As long as the egos I'm attacking are next to each other, he'll get a bonus to his attack. And Ignal Sadim. Cards at base drive/health take +2 damage from damage sources. So the first attack against each of these is going to do +2 damage just off the rip. Ignal will probably be very useful in and getting a one-turn kill if it's possible. Because that's just like a lot of damage. Like even the weakest characters can do 3 damage. Okay. So let's begin. Let's see what we got in our hand. Chisel. Deal 1 damage to target. Target has +1 attack. If target is an artist, retire a work attached to them. Okay. Slapstick. Target changes their target to themselves. If target is an artist, retire a work attached to them. Muse, draw a work. Moderate attack. Encourage. Gains +1 drive at the end of each flip phase. Yes, and deal 1 damage to... Deal 1 damage to each card that is targeted. Okay, I thought that was a typo, but no, that makes sense. Scrapbook. Retire the top 2 works of your portfolio. Deal damage to target equal to the first work's drive cost. Okay. So let's see. Who do we want to take out first? I guess we can... Our performing ones. We got Slapstick here. Yes, and that won't really help because she's on top. She's the first. Oh, you know what? Actually, I totally forgot. I need to add this to the demo. And 1, 2 demo. There's supposed to be like a little chevron piece that keeps track of which artist goes first. I completely forgot about that. We'll use this for that. And that's supposed to shift every time. So really the data I got for the last matches is still viable, but I did forget that the flipping order changes every round. So we'll keep that in mind. You'll see what I mean. Dealt damage to this eco. Do not spend drive. Spent the most drive. Dealt damage to an artist. Well, we should get rid of Bombastic first. Matt Cross can deal Matt Cross can deal 3 damage to Bombastic because of Ignal. Can have Ignal do moderate attack as well. Actually, it might be a better idea. Because he could do 4 damage to Bombastic at once. Then we can focus on something else. I'll do that. He'll get +1 if he's attacking him and he's attacking him. damage to each card that is targeted. Wait, he can't use... In multiplayer, he couldn't benefit from yes and. While also using his signature. Because this doesn't specifically target anything. But this requires that you are specifically targeting something. So, well, I don't think it's necessarily a problem. It's just a little strange. But you can do 2 damage to him. I should put encourage on somebody. I think it's important that we keep Ignal alive. I'll have, I'll have Samuel play Encourage. On Ignal. And we could just have Wamelin attack. Attack them. And I'll have Matt attack across. Okay, so flip phase. Wamelin deals 1 damage to Apathetic. So he goes down to 7. Samuel flips. This is his drive to 9. Target artist gains +1 drive at the end of each flip phase. That's going to be for Ignal. Matt Cross attacks Arrogant for... Well, actually... Wamelin should do 3 damage. Should have done 3 damage to Apathetic because of Ignal. So he's actually at 5. Matt Cross deals 3 damage. Again, because of Ignal. He flips. Loses 1 drive. And he deals 2 + 2 damage to Bombastic. So Bombastic is at 2 health. Alright, now it's the Ego's turn. So let's see. Defensive. I'm sorry that these, like, I have to keep turning these around. I don't know why. When I imported... See, I set up this demo... I started setting up this demo a while ago. And initially the idea was to have only some cards in the demo. But I figured it would, if the whole point of it was to test out the cards and their interactions and deck building and stuff, it made a lot more sense to have all of the cards in the demo. So I went back later and put in the rest of the cards, and for some reason those cards, when they loaded in, they were oriented like to the side instead of up and down. I'm not sure where I made that mistake, but now like every other card is oriented incorrectly when you zoom in on them. So apologies for that. I'll be a little late to fix that now. So defensive, dealt damage to this ego. Nobody did that. Across from ego with the lowest health. So lowest health is bombastic. So defensive deals 1 damage to Ignal, reducing him to 7. Apathetic, did not spend drive. That would be Wamelin and Matt. So we'll roll a die for them. So 1, Wamelin is going to take 1 damage, reducing her to... Oh wait, actually, hold on. Ignal's signature counts for every card at base driver health. So really, Wamelin... Wait, did Wamelin not take damage? She's about to. Ignal actually is supposed to take 3 damage. So he's at 5. Wait, no. No, because he wasn't at base drive when he got hit, because he had spent 1 drive already. Never mind. Wamelin, however, will take 3 damage. So she's at 6. Arrogant. Spent the most drive. That's between Samuel and Ignal. So Samuel is going to take 2 damage. 9, 8, 7. Bombastic. Dealt damage to an artist. Nobody did that. Highest attack belongs to... It's a tie between these 3. 1, 2, 3. So Samuel's going to take 3 damage. 7, 6, 5, 4. I think I forgot to think about these 3's these 3 signatures, because I forgot to do Samuel's extra attack, and I forgot to think about Wamelin's. It's probably best that you usually just control 2 at a time. Because 4 is a bit to think about. Okay, so that's the end of that one. Reset everybody. That was a pretty bad round, to be honest. Yeah, he's supposed to gain 1 drive, actually. Wait, no. Well, I forgot to do that as well. We'll just keep it as is. Okay, now I draw a card. And this moves down here. So now zone 2 or player 1 zone 1 is going to go first. Or zone 2. This is zone 2. But it's the first zone for player 2. Might be a little confusing. Alright, so what to do first? What did we draw? We drew another scrapbook. Target the top 2 works of your portfolio deal damage to target equal to the first work's drive cost. I don't know. I don't think I have very expensive cards in my deck. It's like 1 or 2, you know. I don't really have anything that interacts with my graveyard at the moment either. One damage to each card that is targeted. I didn't want to use this last time because Ignal was being targeted by Encourage. But I think it would be useful now. And nothing is at base drive anymore. Well, except Matt. So probably a good idea to have him spend some drive. Okay, so I'll just have Samuel attack. Get him out of here. I'll have Matt Cross use Yes and. Ignal. He has no attack value. So I suppose Scrapbook would be the only way. Or Chisel. I feel like the background music is barely audible. I'm gonna increase it a little bit. So, let's see. Ignal's looking a little weak. I want him to do something. I guess I could have him draw a card for me. Although, it would help Matt if I actually targeted somebody. I don't want to make Bombastic stronger, but he'll be dead anyway, so I'll use Chisel. And Wamelin. Actually, hold on. What was this? Yes and? Nah, that'll be alright. I'll use Slapstick for her. And I'll have Apathetic attack himself. And he has +1 attack this round. But that won't matter, because he's not using his attack. He'll get an extra attack. And we'll just pay attention to if Wamelin gets attacked. So, flipping time. Samuel goes first this time. So, he's going to attack Arrogant for 1 damage, reducing to 4 drive. Matt Cross flips, spends 2 drive. Deal 1 damage to each card that is targeted. So that would be Apathetic, Arrogant, and Bombastic. Goes 4, 3, 1. Put this. Goes down to 6 drive. Chisel. Deal 1 damage to target. Target has +1 attack. So Bombastic dies. We get 2 points. And we get to play a new Ego. Artist across. Passionless. A copy. Artist in Zone 3. I'll go with Deprecating on this one. He has 8 health. And then Wamelin gets to go. Slapstick. Target changes their target to themselves. So Apathetic is going to target themselves this round. At the end of the flip phase, Samuel deals 1 damage to an Igor artist adjacent to or across from his target. so he's going to deal damage to Apathetic. Deal 1 damage. And Ignal is going to gain 1 drive from Encourage. Okay. Ego's turn. So Apathetic goes first. He changes his target to himself, so he hits himself for 1 damage. Arrogant. Spent the most drive. Who spent the most drive this round? She spent 1. Matt spent 2. Ignal spent 1. So that's clearly Matt. He takes 1 damage. Arrogant. Oh, we just did Arrogant. Oh, so he takes 2 damage. Wait. Oh, right, because he attacked himself. Deprecating has 1 to 4 drive. That'd be Samuel. So he takes 1 damage. Finally, defensive. Dealt damage to this Ego. Nobody did that. Across from Ego with the lowest health. So that would once again be Sam. So he takes another 1 damage. Okay, so we're still alive. This is round 3, I think. Should be pretty easy to finish it out, though. Okay, maybe the music is a little too loud. Turn it down just a bit. Draw a card. Herky. Deal 1 damage to target for each artist that has not affected a card this round. Well, I don't think it's going... We don't need much strategy here. Well... Actually, is there a way to kill both of these guys in one go? I don't think it is. I could have Wamelin attack Apathetic for 1. Samuel attack... Oh, this goes down this way, by the way. So actually... Does not affect a card this round. Would Herky count for the artist that's playing it? Because at the moment that you flip the card, the artist hasn't done anything yet. So would that be 4 damage? If that's 4 damage, then that's pretty easy. We just have Matt Cross use Herky on Arrogant, and then these guys take care of the rest. Even if it's 3 damage. Maybe I should clarify that it's for every other artist that hasn't affected a target. So that's pretty strong. Stupid pen. This is like a brand new pen. There we go. Herky. Okay, duly noted. So we'll treat it like that for now. So even then, he'll do an easy 3 damage to him. I'll just keep Ignal the way he is. She attacks him. He attacks him. Okay, so then it goes. You flip. Goes down to 5. 1 damage to target for each other artist that has not affected a card this round. That's 3. So he deals 3 damage. Kills Arrogant. Normally you'd switch out the Ego, but we're going to win this round anyway, so it doesn't matter. He deals 0 damage to Deprecating. Wamelin deals 1 damage to Apathetic. And then Samuel deals yet another 1 damage to Apathetic. We get 4 points and we win the game because we've gotten our 6th point. That only took 3 rounds, not bad. I also chose my egos at random, so that helps. Or, that's something to account for. So let's... I guess we can reset. And do a different starting lineup this time. These are 2 of my favorite card arts in the game, by the way. Carrie Glifford and Orville McOrville. I really like how these turned out. She has a really great expression, I think. And Orville's just living his best life. You know. We'll put these guys in here. We'll start with these 4 egos instead of these 4. set these accordingly. Chat. I'm so ready for the end of this week. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but this is my last week working as a custodian here for the county. That's what I do. I'm a custodian. And man, you know senioritis? Like people say, like when you become a senior in high school, you suddenly just don't care about anything. What's the workplace equivalent of senioritis? Because I think that's what I've got. Don't tell anybody at work I said this, if there's anybody even here right now. But like at this point, it's like, I'm definitely leaving. And I'm likely not going to be coming back anytime soon, God willing. So, like, what are they gonna do if I don't do something that I'm supposed to? You know, well, I'm doing my job. I'm doing my job. I'm just, you know, maybe cutting a few corners. I don't know. Not that I, you know, in Minecraft. Cutting a few corners in Minecraft. Legally, all of this is just a hypothetical. Okay. So, what are the new abilities here for these guys? Carrie Glifford. Whenever a work whose school does not match this artist's school enters your graveyard, you may draw a work. So that synergizes pretty well with Scrapbook. I mean, it gets a pretty good card draw that way. And I actually forget, what's the hand size? $10. Okay, hand size is 10. Actually, you know what? I just thought of this. If you draw your 11th work. Well, actually, no. Okay, I was thinking, like, could you get in an infinite loop of drawing cards? Because, like, if you have Carrie on the field, right? And you're using cards like Scrapbook to get cards into your graveyard to draw more. If you draw your 11th work, then you can discard another card, and if it's the right school, then you can draw another card. But then you have 11 cards in your hand again, so then you have to discard another one. You could theoretically, like, mill through your entire own deck. I've never thought of that before. Not that I think that's necessarily broken or anything. That's just a really fun interaction that I've never thought about before. And that's exactly why I wanted to do these play this demo, to sort of discover things like this. I'm gonna write it down. Not that it's like a note to fix, but yeah, theoretically you could like curate the perfect hand. max hand strat. This is the kind of emergent gameplay that I would hope to hear about if anybody played the demo. Maybe when I get in college, I can share the demo around with some folks. Put it up on like a billboard somewhere or like a post-it board. And then Orville. As long as this artist has exactly 1 drive, they ignore any amount of damage less than 2. So you have to kill him. You have to like overkill him. Pretty proud of this effect, because he's like a he's a daredevil, right? So like he keeps defying death. So you really need to like overkill him to keep him down. I don't know, I thought that was pretty clever. Okay. So let's begin. This was already in my hand, I think. Because this is the saved game from the start of the stream. Oh no. There we go. So I'm gonna shuffle and then draw 7 and then we can begin. I'm having a lot of fun with this game. I don't know if that's arrogant to say when it's my own game. But I think it's important, you know, that I'm having fun with it myself, you know? If I wasn't having fun playing my own game, like, that'd be a pretty bad sign. You know what I mean? But this is a kind of an entertaining game to play solitaire, even though it lacks the challenge of like a human opponent. It's kind of fun just seeing how efficiently you can play around. You know what I mean? I guess you could also play it the opposite, like. Theoretically, you could play Ego and Opus to see like how fast you can kill 4 artists. Because you could play in such a way where you control who the egos attack, you know, because they're all pre-programmed, so to speak. So you can manipulate that and try to kill your artist as fast as possible if you wanted. I'm not gonna do that. Just an interesting thought. So what do we have here? Broad stroke. Deal attack damage to target and 1 damage to an ego or artist adjacent to or across from target. Encourage. Gain drive at the end of each flip phase. Yes, and deal 1 damage to each card that is targeted. Encourage. Oh, encourage again. We got Herky, Chisel, and encourage. We have 3 encourages. If I used all 3 encourages on the same artist, they would just like be invincible, wouldn't they? I mean, right? I could just do that right off the bat. That'd be kind of funny. Not sure it's really necessary, though. Or I could, like... I could play 3 encourages, And then they each target somebody else. Let's do that. Let's do that. Just for the fun of it. And to get these out of my hand. Somebody's gonna have to deal damage, though. Orville probably can take some damage. You know, because he's pretty tanky for only having 7 drive. He's going to be because I have no card in my hand that just lets him do nothing. So he's going to have to deal damage to somebody, which is going to attract unimpressed. And also deprecating, I guess. So I'll have him... He's 5, 4, 3. I'll have him use broad stroke. And these guys are all just going to target each other. Actually, who do I want to attack with broad stroke? We'll attack deprecating and selfish with it. Okay. So flip. Goes down to 8. Put this here. Flip. Goes down to 7. Flip that. He goes down to 9. Put that here. So now they'll gain 1 drive at the end of each flip phase. Including this one, I guess. Then Orville flips. He spends 2, brings him down to 5. Why didn't I just have him attack, actually? That would work just as well. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to have him do that. This is single player. I can do what I want. I'm just going to have him attack deprecating for 2. 6. Not sure if this play was really worth it. Probably not worth it for speed, but maybe for I don't know, longevity. Sorry, taking a thumbnail picture right quick. Okay, so egos go. Unimpressed. Dealt damage to, but did not retire target. So the only one that would do is Orville, so he takes 765. Passionless, copy to copy. No one did that. Artisan Zone 3. That would be Matt Cross. Takes another 1 damage. Oh, wait a second. He was at 9, right? I forgot to actually use these encourages. That's the whole point. Goes up to 9, to 8, goes up to 10. So unimpressed, dealt damage to Orville, that doesn't change. Artisan Zone 3, now he goes to 9. Selfish, gained the most drive. All 3 of these gain drive, so that'll be a 3-way roll. 6, Matt Cross takes 1 damage. Deprecating has 1 to 4 drive. Nobody has that weak yet. Lowest drive is Orville, so he takes another 1 damage. Is that 4? Okay, we all survive. You know, the triple encourage, it's actually not bad. I mean, imagine if you had 4 as well. The quadruple encourage. Because if you used it on, if you were in multiplayer and you had your 2 artists, and each of them used encourage on each other, then it would refund the 1 drive it took to even play it in the first place. So, if you use 2, it becomes free. Like, they both become free. It's an interesting property. And it pays for itself in the next round as well. Okay, move this down. Draw a work. What do we get? Slapstick. Target changes their target to themselves. Okay. So Carrie has 2 attacks, so it might be a waste to use Broad Stroke on her. So I could spend that time actually attacking somebody. Like, unimpressed. Because right now he's the only threat to Orville. If there's something that can deal 2 damage, then he needs to get we need to get rid of him. So I'm going to Don't want to use chisel either. Gonna have carry attack. Unimpressed. Matt, what are we gonna do with you? Broad stroke might not be a bad idea for you. Wait, no. That's a visual. It's a visual work. Never mind. You could do slapstick, Herky, or yes and. Herky would deal 2 damage at this point, which is better than his 1. To each card that is targeted. Has not affected a card this round. You could do yes and Herky or slapstick. He's not in range of this guy, so he can't. That won't be valuable. Chisel. Deal 1 damage to target. No. Yes and maybe? Let's do yes and. Orville. I'll just have him attack deprecating just straight up. Wamelin. Herky would be useless. Slapstick would not be useless. She's performing. Let's use slapstick for you. An attack unimpressed. Okay, that's the end of the play target phase. Now we go to the flip phase. Carry goes first. She deals 2 damage. Right? Yeah, she deals 2 damage to unimpressed. That flips. Just a 6. Deal 1 damage to each card that is targeted. So that would be unimpressed and deprecating. It's another 1 damage. Takes another 1 damage. Orville deals 2 damage to deprecating. And then lastly, Wamelin flips slapstick, reduce it by 1. Target changes their target to themselves. So unimpressed is going to target himself. And then it's the end of the flip phase. So each of these guys gains 1 drive. Busted. Absolutely busted. Alright. Ego phase. Passionless. Copy to copy. Nope. Artisan zone 3. That's still Matt Cross. So he takes 1 damage. Selfish. Gained the most drive. Again, that's a 3-way tie. 3. That's going to be carry this time. Can I do plus and minus for these, by the way? No. Okay. Just checking. Deprecating has 1 to 4 drive. That would be Orville. So he gets reduced to 3. He's still fine for now. Finally, unimpressed. His target is himself this round, so he deals 2 damage to himself. Alright, that's the phase. We still haven't retired an ego yet. I did waste a turn putting Encourage on everybody, which probably wasn't necessary, but I do feel better that they're practically invincible as it stands. Move this down, draw a card. Boom. So we have 2 broad strokes, a herky, and a chisel. We can work with that, I guess. We should start working on a 3rd one, because these 2 are probably going to go down this turn. You could use broad stroke to attack him. To attack selfish and deprecating at the same time. Orville can just straight up finish him off with 2 damage. Wait. Never mind. Matt Cross can't use broad stroke because he's a performing artist. Could use Herky though. This would actually be a great time to use Herky, or I could have him use Yes and again. I think I'll do that actually. I use one of my broad strokes. Make that a copy. Have him attack across. Have Wamelin attack across as well. And yeah, everybody's just gonna attack across. So now we flip. Just 4. Use no, I don't. I declare it as a copy. He still spends 2. So there's a copy of Yes and, because that's his specialty, as you can see in brackets. So he copies Yes and again, and deals 1 damage to each card that is targeted. Which is deprecating, passionless, and unimpressed. Orville deals 2 damage to deprecating, killing it. We get 2 points. We'll throw apathetic in here. The great thing is I don't need to worry about using all of my egos every game. Eight there. Waymlin attacks unimpressed for 1 damage. So unimpressed dies. Goes to the graveyard. We have 4 points now. We're 1 kill away. Search. Put defensive in here because he's a 1/8. And my artists are invincible. My artists are actually, well, they're not invincible. Orville is literally invincible right now. He can't die. Because all of these egos can only deal 1 damage at a time. And then carry attacks across for 2. So 7, 6, 5. All right. We're on round 4. This is the longest it's taken so far. I do think maybe Encourage has kept Matt Cross alive, at least. Maybe. He is at 4, and we've done 3 rounds. He's gained, well, he would be at 1 right now. Which would be a little bit worrying, because I don't think we're gonna kill another ego this round. What do we get? Another slapstick? Not bad. You know, slapstick would pair really well with mix. Not that you would need to use slapstick on a mixed card, because they'd already be really weak at that point anyway. But still. So Orville's the one who's going to go first this time. What will I have him do? Well, this would actually be worth it at this point. Although, Passionless is the one that we're probably going to be focusing on, like hard focusing on. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I'll do it anyway. Waymlin. You can't use Broad Stroke. Can use slapstick though. It's kind of pointless though. Slapstick is a lot more varied in its use when you're going against other artists, like other players, because the targeting like applies to the cards as well, right? So you get a lot more varied effects. But when it's this, it's just what ego you want to attack itself, and that's not really useful right now. So just attack passionless straight on. Nobody has attacked Wamelin, by the way. Wamelin has not been targeted by any ego yet. Attack passionless. I could have him use slapstick. Just for a little extra damage. But again, it wouldn't be any more damage than him just attacking outright. So we'll do that. Just attack outright. So flipping time. Uses Herky. Goes down to 2. Deals damage to the target for each artist other than himself. Does not affect a card this round, so it deals 3 damage to Selfish. Wamelin attacks Passionless for 1. Carrie attacks Passionless for 2. And Matt Cross attacks Passionless for 1. Or actually, as long as your artist's targets are adjacent to or across from each other, this artist has +1 attack. Actually, no. Wait. Does that count? Selfish got attacked. Passionless got attacked. Those are adjacent. He has +1 damage. So he actually deals 2 damage to Passionless, killing him and winning me the game. Let's go. Okay, that one took 4 rounds, which it would have taken 3. Would have only taken 3 if I didn't use those encourages at the beginning. Which doesn't look like I needed anyway. Because Orville and Matt were the only ones who were getting attacked, really. Like, enough for it to matter. And even then, they wouldn't have died. So, maybe it wasn't worth using them. It's kind of fun to do it, though. I guess that's what matters. So I think those are pretty good games. I learned a couple of things. One, Herky needs to be reworded. I need to put the chevron on the demo. Carrie has a pretty interesting strategy with a maximum hand size. Maybe that could, maybe that'd be worth experimenting with. And having, using 2 encourages or using multiple encourages at the same time is also maybe a viable strategy. I don't know. Maybe you could build a portfolio around encourage. Who knows? I'm gonna go ahead and reset. I'm gonna reset to the default demo without the extra tech because I want to add the pointer piece while I'm thinking about it. So I don't know if such a piece exists. We're going to see. Piece pack. Blocks. That'd be the closest thing. Because in the physical version of the game, the chevron is like that little arrow shape, right? I have a white one of those that I put in the game so that you could keep track of the first artist on that round, because it shifts down every round, as you saw. I don't know if there is a equivalent here. Can I make the triangle? No, I don't think I can. I was gonna say, could I turn the triangle on its side? But I don't think that's possible. Chess. Miscellaneous. Custom. Figurine, maybe? I think maybe the best option would just be to use like a pawn. I think that gets the point across. I wish I could flip it on its side though. Like that. Oh, well. Well, that's what I was looking for, but it goes back up. It goes back upright. Oh, well. That'll work, though, I think. I can't believe I forgot this the first time through. Line it up. Nice and aesthetic-like. Go. Okay, cool. So I can mark that off the list. And the other thing that I thought about doing this stream was theory crafting a method of getting a one-turn kill. Which I guess we can still do. We have about 30 minutes. We could spitball. I'd like to see if it's possible. I think it is. You definitely need... I think the key is... There's a few cards. I was thinking about it before, as I said. I think you definitely need mix. And what was the other thing? I think you need Ignal. Where's Ignal? He's a visual artist. And probably some strong martial artists. Because the only thing that matters is the first turn, right? If you want a first turn kill, obviously. So we don't care about anything that happens later. When this artist is played, choose an ego from your vault and put it into your graveyard. At the start of the ego phase, this artist attacks according to the chosen ego's strategies as if they were that ego. Okay, so that's not going to help. -1 damage. Egos affected by this artist's specialty this round cannot be reduced below 1 health. Okay, well... who has the highest attack? It's gotta be one of the martial artists, right? Or... I'm pretty sure it is. He's got 3 damage. And you'd want to have at least one that has 1/8 because of mix. And then the rest you'd want to be 3 6s. So that they have the least amount of health possible. Actually, hold on. There is some more strategy here. If we had... what was her name? There's one that... can be targeted by an ego. What was the artist that, like, you deal extra damage to egos with damage in their name? Ottawa. Okay, so we get Ottawa. And I guess we grab just another 3/6 somewhere. So we have this combo. So we should choose artists that have the word damage in them. That also have 3/6. Might be a little specific. Oh, that has damage. The most damage, okay. Most drive, retired anything. Dealt damage, okay. It just so happens that 3/6s usually have the word damage in them somewhere. Wait, but who uses mix? That's the problem. Who's going to use mix? She has 12? Why'd she have 12 drive? Works attached to this artist with choose one in its results, have an additional option. This artist has +3 attack and loses -1 attack. And if each flip phase. Is there a 3/6 among... Well, we have... We can't replace Ottawa. We shouldn't replace Cash. Because he's strong. So we have to replace Tom here. But then is it even possible to deal enough damage? Because we have 4 artists to kill 3 egos. Here. And using only mix as the only work here. Can you kill? Can you get a 1-turn kill? Let's see. 6. Another 6. Okay. Oh, well, this also says whenever anything's health becomes 1, they gain +1 drive. So Witty actually becomes gets 2 health, which would be a problem. I guess that's easily fixed though. If we just give her moderate attack. And then give Ignal strong attack. That should be all you need. I think theoretically you could do a 1-turn kill with this. Let's see. So that'll change it to 2. With damage in their strategies, take +1 damage from damage sources. So they'll take +1. They'll take +1. Anything at base health takes +2. So these guys take +3 from damage sources. As soon as you hit them. These guys will each take 3. Yeah. Okay, so he uses Mix on Witty. He becomes an 8-1, which boosts up to 2 because of reads. I'm also... because I'll put these on here as well. Just to show the minimum amount. Or the amount of drive used for this maneuver. Nine, 8, 7, so that goes down to 7. He uses Mix on him. He has 2 health. She flips over moderate attack. Which goes from 8 to 7. So she deals 2 damage to Witty, who dies in an instant. Cash attacks unapologetic. He has damage in his results, so he takes +1 damage. And he's also at base drive. Well, actually, you don't even need moderate attack, now that I think about it. You don't even need this. Wait, no. Yes, you do. Because he's at base drive. He wouldn't be at base drive or health anymore. So you do need the extra damage. Never mind. But this guy takes +3. He deals 3 damage. Just naturally. So he kills him in 1 hit. He kills unapologetic in 1 hit. He dies. And same thing here. He has damage in his results, so he has +1. He's at base drive health, so +2 damage, +3. 3 + 3 is 6. He takes 6 damage in 1 hit and dies, and boom. That's a 1-turn kill right there. Easy peasy. So it is possible. And actually, it's pretty easy, too. You don't really need that many, well, I guess it requires a little bit of setup. You need to have Ottawa. You do have played Mix. Have Ottawa. Boost her damage. Have a 3 attack artist. And have Ignal dealing at least 3 damage. That's and it's relatively inexpensive too. It only costs 6 drive overall. Oh, and all of the artists and all of the egos here need to have damage. The word damage in their results for this to work as well. And be at base drive. So there are a lot of stipulations to this, but it is possible. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure what this means for the game. Now, again, this is single player, right? This is single player. So this would absolutely not be possible in multiplayer. Well, I guess it would. If everybody coordinated to make it happen. That's just an extra layer of improbable, though. If everybody coordinated to make this work for some reason, then it would. But even then, no one would win from it. Because one player would get 1 kill, and then the other player would get 2 kills, and they'd still need to, like, at least kill 1 more to win. So, I don't think... Thankfully, I don't think a 1-turn kill is possible in multiplayer. But certainly if you get lucky enough, it is in single player. That's pretty neat. I think actually I'm gonna make this the thumbnail. So hey, if you ever want to try to speedrun this game, that's the strat. Just make your deck built around this, getting this, and then hope for the best, I guess. Or I guess all you'd have to do is hope for the right hand. Because you can set up your egos and you can set up your artists however you want. You just have to, like, roll for RNG. But yeah, I had no other plans for the stream. Wanted to test out that deck, do this little 1-turn kill experiment. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the stream for tonight. I don't think I needed to save that for anything. I saved the pawn being there for later. So, thank you everybody for watching. Anybody who might be here live or watching later on YouTube, thanks for watching. I'm debating whether or not I should start doing the whole YouTuber thing, where I say like, remember to like and subscribe and all that jazz. Ring the bell, you know. I don't know. I guess I already did just do that right now, but I don't know. I feel kind of weird about it. I'll give it a try. If you're watching this on YouTube, remember to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications if you want them. It would help the channel, help more people see me. But even if you don't, I appreciate the support all the same. I guess that wasn't that bad. Anyway. But really, I do appreciate any kind of support that I get, live or not. And I will be back on Thursday. I'll be here for Thursday. I'll be playing Coldcept. I'll be picking up my Coldcept playthrough once again. I'll be from 2 to 5. So if you're interested in seeing some Coldcept action, I'd love to have you. If you're just interested in some more game design stuff, that'll be on Monday from 6 to 8. Hopefully I'll have a playtest ready for Grammatomancy by then. If not, I guess we can always fall back on doing some Ego and Opus demoing. So, with all that said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, chat. I've been hydrating. I don't know what this is. Just a little tickle in my throat, I guess. With all that said, I'll catch you later. I wish you all a good night, a good Wednesday, and farewell.